Okay, what's up guys? Hope you can hear me okay. Yeah, so today I've got the Xitomer Clip-ons. This is a follow-up from my video I did riding my friend's bike with the ABM Clip-ons. So the Xitomer is basically a direct copy of the ABM. So yeah, this is how it comes. You get a little strap, whatever that's for. Then you get the bar, which is really nice, super thick. If we just check the wall thickness here, it's quite thick. So that is 4.2 mil wall thickness, which is very nice. Definitely has some good weight to it. Very nice quality. So there's another one in there. Then the adjusters, got nice increments on here. So I got the 40 to 70 mil rise, so this can obviously adjust up and down. There's two of these. Then a bunch of hardware for fitting, some Xitomer stickers. Okay, then the clamps, very nice, very thick, very good quality. This is a 50mm for the street triple. They have other diameters for the other forks, but yeah, it feels like really high quality. So this will go in here, however it goes. Okay, it obviously needs to open up a little bit, but that goes in there. And let's check this one. Yeah, so that goes in there. You can adjust it, and then this will go in here. So you have, if you're looking down at the bike, you have all of this adjustment, so the bars can go like that. Then you have this adjustment, and you have that adjustment as well. So yeah, there's quite a lot of adjustments available on here. And so if we look at my bike, so these are the standard bars, obviously. These are going to fit under there, and it looks like they're going to be about 60 to 70 mils lower, even on the highest setting. So it's already quite low, and then if you really want, you could drop it even further down. But then we might run into clearance issues. So what I'm going to do is I actually need to do quite a bit of modification to this before I start. The reason for that is I have heated grips, and the heated grip, I'll show you on my old one. So the heated grip has a cable that runs down the inside like this, and if you put the bar on, it doesn't, the cable obviously interferes at the end with the bar, so it can't sit flush and you can't pull it down to mount the mirrors. So what the standard bars actually do is under, I'll show you just now, but under here there's a cutout. So I'm going to have to take this Dremel and probably cut out probably 30, maybe 35 mils a slot. You're gonna have to cut a slot down here like that, just wide enough for that wire to sit in. And then I actually also bought a set of mirrors. So these are just some Chinese CRG arrows basically, and these are going to sit kind of like this. Well, actually they have bar ends, so they're going to sit on the bar end, which will sit in there. And the other thing that you'll need to consider if you're doing this is these adjusters fit perfectly snug in the end of the bar. So it's going to be interesting with the wire, but that's what I think the slot is going to help with. Then the other thing is that the grips and the switches, they have holes drilled in the bar for them to screw into. So under here there's a screw over here and over here. So I'm going to have to measure and drill a 3mm hole and tap it to 4mm, so that this can clip on, and also this and that as well. And also might need to make a bracket for this brake fluid res, because when it sits down here, this reservoir is going to be sitting around here, and we might have clearance issues with the screen. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll probably do a time lapse. I've set up a GoPro up here, a top-down view, and just start doing it because it's going to be quite long.
The next day.
Okay, so it's the next day. Got everything put together. It was actually quite a mission. So the reason why this took so long is because I have heated grips, and the heated grips run through the handlebars. So you need to, I think I mentioned it earlier, but you need to cut a slot on either side for the grip to run through. But the main issue is that on the throttle side, the wire needs space to move inside the housing, so you have to cut quite a big section away. You can't really see, but I'll put up a picture from another video I took. So basically on the bar I had to cut almost a third of the bar away and down to allow space for the grip to move. And then the thing that just took the most time was just neatening up all the wires and cables, routing the heated grips nicely. So I did the right side under the key, then down into the heated grip area, which is over here. You don't actually need to take the tank off. But yeah, it looks quite neat. I haven't taken it for a test ride yet. I put these aftermarket arrows on. The glass is pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie, so I don't know if I will keep them or not, but they look cool. Yeah, so I'm not sure where I left off the last video because this literally took me the entire day. But the main thing to consider is if you have heated grips, this is going to be a huge mission. If you don't have heated grips, it's actually going to be fairly easy. The main mistake I did, which took a lot of time, was I took the hole where the holes for the grips and these switch clusters are. I took those dimensions off the standard handlebar, which was a mistake because of the clamp and where this bar ends. This all sits relatively in a different position to the standard bar. So I had drilled all of the holes according to the standard bar, and then I had an issue where I couldn't move my clutch down enough, so there was just enough space over here because I still want my clutch to be adjustable. And then I had another issue where the switch cluster was too far in, which meant the brake reservoir couldn't mount properly. So under all of this, which looks quite neat, there's quite a few holes. And then the other thing that I wanted was I've actually mounted the throttle position, which has also got the sensor in it. Instead of straight up, I've rotated it forward a bit so that when you are on throttle and down, your wrist is relatively straight, whereas when it's down, you end up turning like this, which I didn't like. The only issue is that on full lock, it just touches the tank, but it's also on the steering stop. So I don't often go full lock anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. You might be able to see, but there's another hole there, so I have two hole positions. If I find that this is not working, I can just unscrew this and move it back one position, which will put this facing down, and the clearance, won't have the clearance issue. On this side, that's full lock, so there's enough space there for the buttons. And yeah, I quite happy with how it turned out, but sure, man, it was quite a long and arduous process. I've also set the bars to slot number 2, which is a bit lower, so I can still come up about another centimeter, which would bring this up to about in line with the top of the fork cap. But yeah, I think it looks cool. I'm going to go for a test ride now and make sure that everything works. I'm just going to double check now that this is all tight. But yeah, should be good to go. And I will switch to the riding footage now.
Okay, so I'm on the bike now. I've been riding for 10 minutes, just a couple of straight roads and stuff. But so far it feels pretty damn good. The bar position feels nice, about an inch up from what a Daytona would be, so you're not so much on your wrists. The other thing is I've got brand new gloves that I'm busy breaking in, so I have that. It happens to me when I get new gloves on my right hand, my thumb goes a little bit numb, but these gloves are very stiff. Anyway, yeah, it feels flipping good. I haven't got into any corners yet. These mirrors are absolute shit. The glass is like bathroom mirror glass, it's too zoomed in, and my gloves are knocking the sides, which is super annoying. So I'll probably change these out at some point. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, yeah, ergos feel good. Sorry man, I don't even know what you're saying. Yeah, ergonomics feel good. I think the angle that I have it now is pretty much perfect. I don't have a lot of weight on my wrists. I haven't got into any twisty roads yet, so I'm going to hit the highway now and see how it feels. But even just turning corners, you can feel the front is very responsive. Yeah, I think very happy with this. My phone mount fits perfectly now. The heated grips are working, throttle's working fine, clutch position is also good. Yeah, I think so far these first like 5 minutes or so, very impressed. So let's hit the highway and see what it's like. Also with these little mirrors I can't see if my camera's on, so hopefully it is. Oh, that feels cool. The front just dips in so nicely. Sick. Oh, could get over the front so nicely. Even just at speed, 170 with the handlebars, super uncomfortable. On this, you're so low down in the wind, felt like nothing. It was so easy. I know there's normally a speed camera here, so let's just slow down a bit. Feels so cool, like a sport bike but better. So one thing I do miss about a sports bike is the feel from the front wheel. Oh, handling's nice. Oh, these mirrors suck. Bit of traffic. That's so good. Woo! Pity about the mirrors being absolute garbage. Big waste of money there. Am I recording? Yes. Let's see if I can wheelie. Don't know how this is going to work. So far everything is holding up nicely. Oh, it feels quite nice actually. Glad I adjusted the throttle. Throttle's in the perfect position. Rolls on perfectly at this angle. Good. I mean, even without a screen, like, the wind is really not that bad. It's not even not that bad, it's actually very good compared to the handlebars. Whew. I am contemplating a screen. It's the Puge one, well, the Puge copy. Just kind of ugly because it mounts over here, which I don't really like, but if it helps, might be worth it. This mirror is so shit. Also, the cutout I had to make for the heated grip on this side is affecting the mirror. It doesn't have much to grab onto, so I might have to figure out another placement for that. But yeah, it feels good. Like the weight over the front, I actually feel like it could have more weight on the front. This road is super bumpy though, so it's a bit hard to tell, but it felt good. Also, I'm in riding jeans, so I felt like I was pretty close to getting my knee down. It actually feels so much easier. Man, can't see shit. Ideally, I'd like to use the standard mirrors, but the clamps are way bigger than these handlebars, so I need to figure out a way of getting those to work. Oh man, the throttle position is perfect. It's like instant. Love it. There's about the same amount of vibration coming through the handlebars, or coming through these clip-ons, as the handlebars. The 765 is just quite vibey. Okay, so I've been riding around for quite a while now, and yeah, super happy. I'm very happy with the layout. All the angles feel good. The only thing I need to do is I want to bring my clutch in a little bit. Ideally, I'd like to bring my brake in as well, but I don't have any space to bring it in. So what I might try is flip that around so that there isn't this in the way of the brake here. But yeah, other than that, everything feels super cool. Handling is amazing, and yeah, definitely worth the upgrade. I would say if you have heated grips, you can do it, but it's extremely difficult to get it all working and fitted. If you have standard grips, it should be much easier. Then drilling the holes for the controls, just make sure you do a lot of measuring and test fitting before you start drilling. But yeah, definitely worthwhile. I'll drop a link to these Xitomer bars in the description. Not sponsored or anything, but I got these on sale. They were only $89, which I think is a super good price. The ABMs I think are €220, which is quite expensive. So, oh, sick. Yeah, definitely check them out, give them a try. Good luck with the installation and the cable management. And yeah, let's see if I can get some more corners in before we go.
Okay, so just come back from the test ride. I've done a few little changes to sort things out. First, the most notable thing is I sorted out the mirror. So I actually had a pair of these long ago, many years ago, that I actually swapped the glass out with proper automotive glass. So what I did was I just swapped this end out and kept the clamp and everything. So now there's proper automotive glass in there. They're much stiffer, and you can actually see now. And then what I also did was I sorted out the steering lock so it doesn't touch the tank anymore. It doesn't touch anything here, and it doesn't touch anything here. Then what I also did was I opened the bar up slightly, because when I got back, I think this might have not been 100% tight, but it was a little bit in. So the bars are now the exact same angle and a little bit flatter out, which feels very comfortable. So yeah, everything is now sorted. There's no clearance issues. Oh yes, I did also move the clutch in slightly, so the clutch feels a bit better now. Unfortunately, I couldn't move the brake in. I would prefer the brake to be literally like just 5 mils over, but there just isn't clearance. And if I swap this clamp to the other way, it would put the bar here, which would mess up all that clearance. So it's fine, I can live with it. My finger is pretty much exactly where I like it, but it's just ever so slightly on this bend. But if I just move my hand out, it's fine. So yeah, super happy. I think it looks cool. Handles amazingly well. I like the setting that it's at now, the height. My back feels fine. My right hand was getting a bit numb, but I was also breaking in my gloves. Left hand was perfect. So yeah, flipping sick. Really cool upgrade. Well worth it. It was just a lot of effort. The heated grips made everything way harder. But yeah, if you get this and you don't have heated grips, it will be much easier. And yeah, highly recommend if you want the front end of the bike to just have a bit more response. Also randomly, wheelies felt like really comfortable with the bar being a bit lower. It almost felt more controllable somehow. Don't know if it's placebo, it just felt nice. So yeah, anyway, this is a very long video now. Thanks for watching, and I'll try and answer any questions you guys have. I'll check you on the next one. Cheers.